Good morning, Jamaica. I want this message to reach the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness. As a citizen of this country, as a citizen of Jamaica, I am here to voice my concern. There are a lot of people out here. They are hungry. They don't know where the next meal is coming from. Right now, as we speak, there are some mother somewhere crying to God right now because she don't know how she's going to feed her children. She don't know where the next meal is coming from. There are a lot of people who depend on their loved ones in foreign countries to help them, to provide food for them to eat. There are a lot of people, if they don't work, they don't eat. The ones who live paycheck to paycheck. The ones who, if they don't go out there and hustle, they can't eat. These are the people I'm talking about. And whilst they're out here making the sacrifice, because we agree that this is not a one-man fight, it's everybody's fight. And while we pray, we have to exercise faith. Because faith without works is dead. So while we are praying, we have to step out by faith. And if we are out here, Mr. Prime Minister, and we all are making the sacrifice, why is the call center still open? We all know that we here at Jamaica, we are not ready. The world is not ready for a pandemic. And we are not equipped to deal with an outbreak in Jamaica. We know that the ICU department, the last time I checked, I see an article said it has 30 beds, and the government has managed to scrape up about 250 of a population of over 2 point something million people. Do the maths, people. And at one point, Mr. Prime Minister, you had made a statement that if we don't comply with the social distancing, and if we don't comply and follow instructions, that the government will be forced to make a decision of who lives and who die, who get a ventilator and who don't. But at this stage, the motto says, to our leaders, great defenders, right now, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm not seeing where you are defending the people of Jamaica with the call centers open still. I used to work there, and I know in an environment like that, there is no social distancing. No one person use one station. Everybody share the same equipments, down to the very headphones. We all share them. It is going to be left up to an individual to sanitize and to take necessary precaution against the spread of this coronavirus. But it is in the best interest in your hands as a government to defend the people, as the motto says, to our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. And yes, the church is praying. We are all praying. We are praying and we are believing God, but we need to step out by faith, because we know, say, faith without work is dead. And we can't be praying and we're not using wisdom. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I am appealing to you to shut down these call centers. Because whilst other people are out here making the sacrifice, the people who is depending to go out there to hustle so that their children can eat, the people who live paycheck to paycheck, the rich will not be affected, because they have the resources to go out and buy out the supermarket and to buy out the wholesales and to stock up. But what about the people who can't afford to do that? What about the people who right now, they don't have nothing to eat and they're wondering where the next meal is coming from? Mr. Prime Minister, in the beginning, you have done well with the help of God and with the prayer of the church. But at this stage, I'm saying that there's much more that can be done. And it begins with shutting down the call centers. And I am not bashing. That is not my aim. But as a citizen of this country, I'm calling on you to shut down the call centers, because we are not in any way, fashion or form, able to deal with this thing if it breaks out. And this is just my few words. And I hope that it reaches the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness. Because things not so pretty. 2 days a week, we get to go out there and get food, necessities. And it's so chaotic, it is crazy. It is mad. It's madness. And I'm just asking you to look into what I'm saying. Because if the call centers don't shut down, the step that you have taken in the beginning would have been futile. It would have been null and void, and it wouldn't have made any sense. So we're appealing to you as our Prime Minister, as the leader of this nation, to do what is right for the people of Jamaica. Thank you.